Washington, President Joe Biden is asking states and cities to use federal rescue funds to provide $100 payments as an incentive for individuals to get vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus. Biden announced the incentive payments Thursday along with other measures, including requiring federal employees to show they have been vaccinated or undergo regular testing, to boost plateauing vaccination rates amid a rise in COVID-19 cases triggered by the highly infectious Delta variant. "You want to know how we put this virus behind this?" he asked from the White House East Room. "I will tell you how. We need to get more people vaccinated." Before Biden's remarks, the Treasury Department released rules allowing state and local governments to use their share of $350 billion in direct aid from Biden's American Rescue Plan to help pay for the $100 incentive payments. Biden said the incentive payments could encourage more Americans to get the COVID-19 shots, a move he said would prevent deaths. "I know that paying people who get vaccinated might sound unfair to folks who got vaccinated already," he said. "But here's the deal, if incentives help us beat this virus, I believe we should use them. We all benefit if we can get more people vaccinated." In addition to the incentive payments, Biden announced that federal employees and contract workers will be required to show they are fully vaccinated or be forced to undergo coronavirus tests once or twice a week, wear face masks on the job and socially distance from other employees and visitors. Biden directed the Defense Department to review adding COVID-19 vaccines to the list of required vaccinations for members of the military. The administration said that is particularly important because troops serve in places throughout the world where vaccination rates are low and disease is prevalent. Jamal Brown, Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary, said the Defense Department is taking steps to meet the president's goal. In accordance with the guidance the president issued today, all military and civilian DoD personnel will be asked to attest to their vaccination status. Personnel unable or unwilling to do that will be required to wear a mask, physically distance, comply with a regular testing requirement and be subject to official travel restrictions, Brown said in a statement. Secretary Austin will also begin consulting our medical professionals, as well as the Joint Chiefs of Staff, to determine how and when to make recommendations to the President with respect to adding the COVID-19 vaccines to the full list of requirements for military personnel, he added. Small and medium-sized businesses will be reimbursed for giving their employees paid leave so their children and other family members can get vaccine shots. Biden called on school districts to host at least one vaccination clinic in the coming weeks and directed pharmacies to work with schools to set up such clinics. Directly addressing the issue of COVID-19 misinformation and vaccine hesitancy, Biden stressed that the vaccines have been thoroughly tested and are safe and effective. "If, in fact, you're unvaccinated, you present a problem to yourself, to your family and to those with whom we work," he said. Acknowledging that in some areas vaccines and face masks have been political issues, Biden applauded Republicans such as Alabama Governor Kay Ivey and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, who have urged unvaccinated Americans to get the shots. "This is not about red states and blue states," he said. "It's literally about life and death." Several states have offered financial prizes to encourage citizens to get vaccinated, and on Wednesday, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo kicked off a $100 incentive for New Yorkers similar to Biden's plan. The White House pointed to $100 vaccination incentives offered by the Kroger grocery store chain as proof the carrot approach works. Kroger saw its vaccination rates jump from 50% to 75% after it offered its payments, according to the White House. The White House said $100 incentive programs in New Mexico, Ohio, and Colorado encouraged more people to get vaccinated. In May, the Treasury Department sent cities and states their first infusion of direct aid from the American Rescue Plan, approved by Congress in March, intended to replenish revenue shortfalls during the pandemic. Several states and cities have been slow to appropriate their funds. Eligible uses include coronavirus mitigation and medical expenses, boosting small businesses, paying public workers, replacing lost tax revenue, law enforcement, and water infrastructure. Joey Garrison and Michael Collins cover the White House. Reach Garrison on Twitter at Joey Garrison and Collins at mcollinsnews.